Cinéma.
Bonjour, bonsoir. Vous êtes bien au Nitro Speedrun Festival.
Here we are with Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Kirby et le monde oublié, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But here we go.
Est-ce que mon bon Light veut nous faire un petit topo? Bonjour à tous.
Bien sûr, on va run Kirby et le monde oublié. Premier jeu entièrement en 3D de la série principale. De sorti en 2022. Il y a également une version Switch 2 qui est sortie ce mois d'août. Donc on va run sur Switch 1.
Alright, we're going to get started real shortly here, but we have someone else here on the English Restream to provide some great commentary. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Mr. Shasta, and it's my favorite Kirby game right here. I've run this game since it came out. It is amazing. I've run a DLC for it recently too. It's so good. I love Forgotten Land so much. How you doing?
I am doing alright. I've been sitting here watching this marathon for the past few hours now, and it's been a wild ride, so I hope you're also here for an amazing time.
Absolutely I am. It's gonna be great. So, I guess to explain right here, there's two modes you can choose at the very start of the game. You have a Spring Breeze mode, and I think I forget what it's called. Hard mode? It's like hard mode and like easy mode, essentially. We go on Spring Breeze mode, easy mode, immediately, because that makes it so we don't get like an extra 50 coins at each level. That's what normally happens. That just wastes time over the course of the run. And also at the very start, you saw a Qentiko menu there. That's turn off auto swallow, which makes it so that if you swallow an enemy that gives Kirby a power, or like inhale an enemy that gives Kirby a power, it won't just like automatically swallow it to get you the power immediately. It likes to like spit out the enemy at other enemies or bosses or anything, whatever you need it for. That's a big thing. And also, we're just doing what's called slide jumping here. If you slide, you have like end lag at the very end of it, so jumping at the end of that will just make it so you go faster than normal movement speed the whole time. Simple as that. You can probably imagine that's, just looking at it, it's a little faster than just walking normally. Yeah, now Kirby has like also like a height cap for his floats whenever he floats in this game. So we can't just like float like infinitely up like you can like Kirby 64, for instance. Or actually you can in that game. Like in a lot of Kirby games you can, at least. But yeah, if you jump at like a certain spots, you can like keep that cap for a while, even if like you're going up or down a certain area, which is easy for skip later on, but we can get in that later for sure. For now we have the main gimmick of the game, which is the Malfa mode powers here, or I guess the transformations, whatever I call it. The first one we have here is my favorite one. That is Kirby, as I like to call them. Kirby, of course, Kirby inhales a car. He goes fast. Hold B, you go faster, and you can go through objects like rocks. And as we're gonna do for this bridge up here, it's gonna knock it down. Simple as that. Kablam. Now we're getting to the first fights. I'll say as a general thing, powerless Kirby overall is very, very good in this game. You've been seeing a couple fights done in the game, even like some boss fights done in the game. Not even just many bosses, like powerless. This is the first example right here, because we could have gotten the power earlier, we did not, but we don't need it. Just gonna inhale as a Woofies here. Those are the enemies inside of the Forgotten Land here, I guess. They're kind of like the Waldies of this game. They behave as such too. There's a lot of very fun stuff in like the game itself, all throughout, like the environment of the game, having to do with the Woofies. Yeah, now we're starting for an Elflin here. Elflin is a very, very, very important character to the plot of the game. You'll be seeing them throughout the entire game, especially. They're super important. They especially coincide with like the final boss. We'll get into that way later. There's a lot to explain the final boss for sure. But yeah, they're very cool. Very cool character overall. Now we're going on to the first level here. So there's objectives in each level. We need a certain amount of Waldies, which are essentially the main collectibles of the game by the end of each world. For World 1, we need 15 of them. We get 3 damage level by default because we unlock. There's like a big cage full of 3 Waldies at the end of each level. So we've seen around like three Waldies throughout the course of World 1, and a lot of them are really fast. So like, no worries there. For now, it's gonna be slide jumping for a bit. We jumped that tree a little bit ago because the is up here just a little bit faster.
évolué au fil des mondes, bien sûr. Au début, on a que 10.
However, there's also a thing called dodge rolling in this game. Oh, that's all. Okay, so Spring Breeze mode, like another unfortunate side effect of it's like we don't get the 50 rupees, the 50 star coins like at each level, which is faster compared to like hard mode. But we do get unfortunately a little bit more like auto aim radius. I think it's what I'm gonna call it. It's a little bit of that whenever you slide in, like close to an enemy. So like we can essentially slid. We're trying to slide past an enemy there, but it like homed in on them, like, and they're like way to our right. That can just happen sometimes. It's unfortunate. You gotta be careful of that. It's one of those things you gotta be careful of more than anything else. But yeah, once again, prowess Kirby, very good. Let's get rid of those two there, but then here's what we're gonna do here. He's gonna put some stars on the ground. We're just gonna wait for him to shield, if I recall correctly. Yeah, because when he shields, he takes more damage here. Then drop a few more stars, we just defeat them immediately, just like that. Goodbye, Wild Edge. So in general, with routing of this game, you want to get the Wild Ds that are not in cages like that. Of course, that one there you have to get because it spawns a star behind you. It's the tutorial one, essentially. But yeah, like the hidden objectives on each level are usually the ones we're going to be going for. Especially in World 1 here, where there's so many fast Wild Ds it gets. Like, outside of that one there, we're getting like all hidden Wild Ds, and that's about it. You're mostly seeing just like us going through the stage as fast as possible here. But I gotta explain a cool trick really quickly. So you're gonna see hopefully Qentiko get this pretty quickly. This is a frame perfect jump. If you hit an enemy like this tortilling up here, and press A just the right time. Oh, he's not even going for it. Okay, he's going for the other version of it. Okay, he's going for the easier setup. Yeah, you can just go up there, and it just keeps going all the way around, like 270 degrees around that tortilla thing, essentially. And it saves a lot of time. He went for the easier setup. There's a harder setup where you like bonk off the top of the tortilla thing there, and then like press A in midair after bonking, and like it's frame perfect, and it's a little faster in the setup there. And that's what I'm gonna go for myself whenever it runs this game. Didn't happen this time around, but the easier setup is nice and consistent. And honestly, I'll blame him for going for that in the marathon. That's for sure. Right, and second level now, we're gonna be getting the first power we're gonna be using throughout a lot of the run here, and that'll be fire. So in terms of powers that give, or copy builders that give you a lot of like speed, the best ones are like fire and tornado. Tornado will not be used for the most part until I think World 3, if I imagine. I think ultimately these days it's used in like World 2 a little bit as well, but like, yeah, you've seen a lot of fire, especially in this early part of the run, because fire is just very good. You can see here, you can just dash across the world really quickly. It's nice. Now with fire itself, you have about 2 dashes before you actually hit the ground, unless like something like this happens with the geometry level where you just, you know, it goes downwards a bit. So then you just have more. That's the idea there. That being said, though, if you do 2 fire dashes, you can do like a float and then another fire dash for bits, which is used for different movement later on in the level. You got a third one there too, because you can just barely get that one. Sometimes Kirby will like clip on top of the geometry, and that just works out in that one spot there, really. There's a lot of different cycles to make in this room, especially. You can make it faster right there, very nicely, very nicely done. Gotta watch out for the Gordos. They have you can't go over Gordos in this game with fire or like any power really if you're in the middle of using it, because they just have a large hitbox above them. You'll see that especially with the wide Gordos later. Those wide Gordos, which I love by the way, shoutouts to the wide Gordos being an enemy in this game. They're fantastic. But you can't like fire or a tornado over them usually because the game will just stop you. But same goes with like the small Gordos too. I'm supposed to use Stairmouth Kirby here, but we're not gonna be doing that. It's definitely slower to do that right here, so we're just gonna not worry about it. Just gonna avoid these enemies and go for a nice cheeky little Wall D right here by hitting this one poster on the wall. We get 2 fire dashes, go into there, bam, just enough in tank there to be able to get up there. Very good, and then we're good. Fun fact: if you hit that poster and it's down and try to do that exact skip again, the camera will not let you do it. I've been there before in runs. I had to reset at the very beginning. But there we go. Very nicely done. I'm yapping a lot right now, but trust me, there's definitely sometimes a lot to explain. I like doing play-to-play commentary a bit like this. It's good stuff. All right, 1-3 has a very fast wall E too. That if you blink, you don't miss it. Essentially, it's a little bit into the level, but like, yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Que des faits, que des choses réelles. Voilà, je sais pas.
Now we unlocked a few treasure roads in the overworld here. These are extra levels that use like unlock you to a certain power or ability.
Parce que,
That's the idea behind them. They're very cool. I've done runs before of all treasure roads where you just go through all of them as fast as you can on like a complete file. It's a very cool run. All treasure roads are very cool in general. One of those things you only usually see in like 100% runs. That's about it, unless you do that category. It's very awesome. I mean, we're gonna watch out for these boulders here. These boulders have a larger hitbox than you expect it to. Sometimes you can bonk on the very side of them if you're not careful. And now, blinking will miss it. We're gonna go down this alleyway to the side, and then go right back out of it immediately. As soon as the camera gets over to the ladder, we're good. That gives us a wall D. We found the secret alleyway. I think it's what it's called there. The secret passage. This gives us a free wall D there. No problem at all. Like I said, those secret objectives like that, they're faster than getting the cage wall Ds because there's no animation for them at all. The cage wall Ds take about 5 seconds or so before... about 5 seconds long or so with the animation. Alright, now we're getting another mouth over here. We have, of course, our old girlfriend, Kirby. If you're subscribed to me on Twitch, give me a shaft rift in the chat, please. But we get another free wall D right here by just not falling into the abyss down here. If you fall down here, you lose wall D, which is easy enough for it's not that hard honestly, but I guess there's a risk if you're trying to cut some corners in the first parts. That's about it though. Is he going for the Kirby here? He's going for that. Nice, he knows. There's like a little bit of geometry that can make your car bonk right at the very top of the hill if you don't like go to the left like you did. He knows what he's doing. He's professional. He's run a skin before.
Ça nous en fait 5 sur ce niveau, on était à 8 sur les deux précédents. Faire un peu de maths aussi pendant cette run.
Our upcoming is one of my favorite levels in this game. I'm afraid I'll probably say a lot because there's a lot of really good levels in this game, but that's okay.
Le niveau du boss.
But it's, excuse me, it's Alive Mall. Alive Mall is a lot of fun. It's got a great soundtrack to it. Got a very lively, upbeat song in general. And overall, like it's got some fun strats to it. We're gonna get our first invincibility candy here. Maybe our only one. There's not a whole lot in this game in general. But getting that gives us a free wall D. And also, I think I remember now too. I said 15 earlier for the requirement for this world. It's actually 17. That's what it is. My number's a little off there. But yeah, we get 17 wall Ds in this first world. 5 of them, or 12 of them for free because we get 3 of them each level. There's 4 levels in this world. So there's 5 we get, and the last one we get here is with the invisibility candy, which is just to the right here. Not gonna go down this passage just yet. It's right over there. Now we're gonna want to be on the ground as much as we can here to capitalize off of invincibility candy. Our fire dash speed is not faster with this, but our movement speed is though. And thankfully it doesn't like expire at all during load zones like that. Alright, so we purposely go down the wrong path there, so we get a faster path through this area. We want to keep this invisibility candy all the way through to the mini boss up here, which hopefully we can. It's gonna be tight. He's doing kind of short dashes on this this moving walkway here. Sorry about my throat. There we go, we still got it. Nice, we take this. It expired right after it ended. Perfect. Very nice. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, we're just gonna find out over all this, and we should be good to go. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Alright, we got another set of another room here where going down the wrong path is faster, so we're going down the cake path here instead of the path at the very end of the room on the left, which gets us to this empty room essentially, and then it gets us right to the end of the level. After all, this is 8%, not all of these, so we don't have to do any of the extra objectives that are not required. Only the ones that we need to get more wild Ds. Just gonna rotate the stick here in order to break down the wall, and then that's the end level right. That's the end level right there. I just noticed the One Daria poster there. One Daria is the world 3 of this game. It's like a big carnival. It's my favorite world in the entire game. It's so cool. It's like it's an amusement park, not a carnival. There's like 2 like dog mascots it has. 1 dog and 1 D, if I recall correctly. I think it's their names. It's that little poster on the wall there. Very nice.
Déjà obtenu. Vous me suivez niveau mathématique, on est à
This game has some awesome lore to it, which Kirby games always have awesome lore in general, if you look deep enough, but this one especially, it's really cool. The way crafted a really fun world in general for Forgotten Land. Great game. Fantastic game. Play Forgotten Land. Look up here is the first boss of Forgotten Land. This is oh god, I'm blanking the name again. Gormondo. This is Gormondo. So there are 2 strategies you could go for with Gormondo. I'm not sure which one Qentiko is going to go for here. I think I heard him mention ice during a little bit ago. So he's probably going for the ice strategy, which is really cool. I like that one a lot personally. There is, however, a power strategy that is overall faster, but relies a little bit on luck. But it's like what you go for if you're trying to grind out like a top time in this game, essentially. All right, he's going for ice. He is. All right, 6. So I get to talk about ice here. It's the only time in the entire run where ice is actually used. Ice is awesome. So what we're doing with ice is we're gonna be holding shield and tapping B over and over again rhythmically. Not like mashing it, but like tapping it rhythmically in a way. And doing so allows us to essentially break our ice shield, which forms around us when we hold shield. Essentially doubling the effectiveness of the freeze effects of ice and just freezing them even faster than normal and do more damage overall. Like look at that health bar melt a little bit. And now they're going to unfreeze in a second here, doing a lot of damage. You also get a free wall D, which we don't need for bosses, by the way, but you get a free one for going underneath Gormondo's legs. So I guess we got that there. Now we're trying to freeze him once again before he goes into the spinning phase. Should be able to kill him right here, hopefully. Nice, there we go. Very good fight. Textbook ice fight there. Very, very good. Yeah, there are wall Ds for boss fights too. You only really need that for all wall Ds or 100% category of this game. For 8%, you don't really need them at all. Actually, you need them a little bit. You need them for a certain. You need about, I think it's 150. I forget. I'm a little rusty on this for myself. 150 or 140 by sometime in World 6 in order to actually be able to get the upgrade shop unlocked, which is very important. So some of the boss qualities do matter, and in the case of going underneath Gormondo's legs, that does matter a little bit actually for that. There's some, but usually the extra objectives you can't get for free for a lot of these boss fights. That one, for instance, is very free there because you're walking forward a little bit regardless. You have to like with using the ice strategy, so like that's chill. Quite literally, I guess. Sort of was on purpose. Yeah. Now we're back to the Wallaby town. This is our main hub world of the game. We're forced to go into the power shop over there, the copyability shop, I guess. I forget what it's actually called, but yeah, we're going to that shop there with the sword icon above it. We have to do that before we can go into the next world, and we're essentially given the tutorial for upgrading our powers in general, which is a mechanic of the game. There are certain blueprints you can get in levels that, or they're blueprints that you can get in levels that give you the ability to have a much better copy ability. And the game teaches you that right here by giving you the choice between Chocolate Cutter or, excuse me, Volcano Fire. And Kyra is one of the worst abilities in the entirety of Kirby Forgotten Land, unfortunately. So Volcano Fire it is. Especially because fire is, we're used fire so far. Fire is very good in this game. It's good for damaging. It's good for movements. Like that's all you really need. Say less. Volcano Fire it is. There was a route theorized a while ago involving Chocolate Cutter, but it turns out it was in the end like either very slightly faster or like not faster at all. So yeah, Volcano Fire all the way. Now we're on to World 2, on the first level, Baden Beach, which whenever I streamed this game in the past, or rather, whenever I streamed this game like in the last year or so, I always get like copyright struck for the music in this level by someone who doesn't even own the copyright for this. They just like put like a hip hop beat like for 30 seconds, put the entire song in the middle of that, and the hip hop beat at the very end of it, and call it their own song and like trying to claim the ad revenue for it. It's messed up, but yeah, I don't know why Abandoned Beach is cursed like that, but that's neither here nor there. So we're gonna do a little skip right here. We're gonna go on top of the back of this tree. It's gonna float right over an invisible wall here, because like I said earlier, Kirby has like a max height that he has in this game. If you start your jump at the very top, like if you start your jump like very high up, so we can essentially just skip this mini boss arena right here, which has bonkers in it normally, by just floating above an invisible wall on very right. By jump on top of that tree. It's very good and very fast. Now we're gonna get another Waldy hit objective by hitting a sandcastle off screen like that, which I think he missed. They indeed missed it. Okay, well, we gotta get back to Waldy somewhere then. I'm not sure what they're gonna do for that, but we'll see. So what I was trying to go for there was a hidden sandcastle just off the screen. If you go into the load zone fast enough, you get what's called a fast load, where it saves a couple of seconds from the text box popping up on the bottom, saying like, you know, saying the objective you got essentially. In fact, that goes away faster if you get into the load zone a bit faster. Oh, he's doing this. Okay, that's actually a backup. Yeah, it's another hidden wall D here. Wait. Okay, I guess it's a cage wall D. Maybe, I guess it wasn't going for that. Maybe it has a better idea. But you had what it's gonna do is get the ring mouth, go forward with it to where its sign is, and then like a cage wall D spawns in, if I recall correctly. And then like you're just gonna get that, but I think it has a faster idea in a future level. That's my guess. Because all I need is 19 wall Ds by the time the last level is done. It's like, yeah, that's fine. He's gotta make sure he has enough by then. If I recall correctly, I think 2-3 has a couple of fast wall Ds that. Yeah, because there's like the posters there. I think we could cut out the posters at some point in the routes. You can probably go for that. For now, we're going for one hidden objective here by greeting 3 seagulls, which we're greeting them by being a giant fireball, like hurling towards them. You know, we're greeting them like a friend. You know, as all friends do. Haven't we all in our lives just hurl ourselves towards our friends like giant fireballs? After all. Anyways, back to the run. But yeah, they're all like pretty close to where you need to go anyway, so it's not even a big deal. The last one just literally just shoot a fireball right directly at them. Let's go straight up here. We got some cycles gotta make in this last room. There's a bunch of these Shatsos on the side, shooting these giant fireballs all around. Yeah, make sure to avoid them as much as we can while trying to make a fast cycle here. Get past. Hit this. Oh, barely wasn't able to land there in time, so we're getting a little bit of a slower cycle in the end. That's totally okay. Okay, he's getting the drill one. Okay, this is not too bad. So this drill here, if you just dig this up, you just get the tomato, it gets a hit objective, and then bam. Now we got volcano fire back. A cool thing about Forgotten Lands, they can actually get rid of your power and then get it back again before it disappears while using a different power at the same time. Normally other Kirby games, if you use your power, it's just like if you use your power, if you give your power and then get another one, your other power is just gone, you know. But not in this game. It stays around for a set amount of time whenever you get rid of it. I think about like 10-ish seconds, 10-15 seconds normally, until it disappears entirely. So we need like power juggling because of that in a few spots in this run. Not sure if Qentiko will do that or not. Not sure if this run actually does that a whole lot in general in current year, but I don't know. I know at least in the DLC run, which came out recently, like there are some power juggling strats that are pretty cool. But I guess we'll see. After all, like Tornado is gonna be used in World 3, and Tornado is not good for actually doing damage, unlike Fire, so probably see more around then, if anything. Alright, back in normal route now. Yeah, make some cycles in this room. We're probably gonna miss it right here. Yeah, that's totally fair. But we're gonna do this though. Oh, that shit's fine. Yeah, never mind. We can do that. All we need is ice right here, anyways, to freeze. Florina, that's her name. If we freeze her, it gives us a hidden wall D, and also we get Tornado from this boss fight. Fun fact, this is the only mini boss in the entire Kirby series that gives you Tornado. Unfortunately, we did not get the freeze early on there, so we're going to have to freeze her on the second phase, which is totally fine. We have enough health to be able to do so. Or she has enough health left to be able to freeze her entirely. It should be vulnerable right here. As long as we get the actual strategy, we are good. Nice. I'm just gonna wait, I guess. Oh no! She like didn't have the breakout happen there with the unfreezing effect, so the damage didn't happen. I thought that happened there too, so I was also confused. But yeah, now we have Tornado right here. I forgot Tornado was part of the routes this early on because of Florina there, because of the hidden wall D. So very, very cool. Tornado is very, very good. We just go as fast as we can with it for a while, and also we don't lose height like whenever we use it. So it's used for a lot of skips, especially because of the property of not losing our height ever. But for now, we have Archmouth, aka the "Is there any donations?" power. that's what this is. It's an auto scroller. There's a few powers in this game that are essentially just auto scrollers. Archmouth is one of them. Another one you won't see in this run until the very end is Roller Coaster. You won't see that. But yeah, you do get a little bit of speed by bouncing off the ground like that sometimes, but it can be risky depending on the geometry of the level itself. You can't just like bounce off the ground and then like hit like a stray rock that like is barely jutting off the bottom off the floor or something and loosen time that way by like just game setting you backwards a bit. It's weird. Yeah, there's one wall D at the very end of this section that we gotta get. I think he's going for all these like bounces though. That's pretty cool. Not everyone goes for that, but I guess Qentiko does. He's feeling confident. I thought I was gonna go too far left for a second, but the hitbox is huge for Archmouth, of course. That's essentially the level. It's gonna go right to the very end, right over there. There's that big cage wall of these. It's actually a good way of Tornado. It's good that he's doing this route here, because Tornado is really good, especially for 2-4. Mostly because of one objective in the second room of it, where you have to not fall into the water while doing an arena that's like basically all around the water. It's really good for that, especially. Hopefully you can nail that. That is a kind of a brutal one to fail, because the back abilities aren't too fast. Otherwise, he might go. So there's one fast back ability though, but it requires you going a little bit of your way before that arena to get it. There's one for like 3 tins of fish in this level. One of the hidden objectives. Could go for that if as like a backup, or like maybe as like a marathon safety thing. Don't know if he will though. If you dodge roll in the wire, you get this little spin animation that happens that sends you slightly forward in the wire. That's all we're doing here. It's faster for Restream, especially because the wire itself is just always flowing forward. No reason to use Tornado here. And of course, free cage wall D right there. Might as well get it. It's not out of the way. Alright, here we go. This is a really hard one to get. Hopefully you can do it. Also, you can cancel your powers onto liars like this. It's very nice. Alright, we're gonna drop Tornado for the first part of this fight. He almost fell in the wire immediately. That scared me. The way he just jumped. But we're good. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And then now we can just do that. Get the Wolfs. You not get the last Wolf. That's actually a problem. The Wolf is right below the... Yeah. The Wolf is like directly below the wire there. But that's okay. It's looking fine. Okay, that's fine. Cool. It worked out. I was a little bit afraid it wouldn't in the end, but that was good. He clutched up for sure. The fish that are in the wire are very hard to get around, to say at least. Or very hard to like accommodate for, rather. Alright, there's one small objective over here. That's the golden fish down there. We have disturb the golden fish. I forget what it's actually called. Greed golden fish? I don't know. But if you just like make it move a little bit like that, you get a free wall D for whatever reason. A very missable objective if you don't know what you're doing, essentially. And now in the wire here, we're actually gonna get one of the tins of fish I mentioned earlier, because if we do that, while having 2 of the 3 hidden objectives like we do currently. We actually are able to, funnily enough, skip a little, like save like 1 or 2 seconds right at the end, because there's an animation of like the game being like, "Hey, here's the hidden objective you missed. This is what it is," and we skip that essentially by doing this. By getting that last 10 fish there. I'll point out in 1 second, but yeah, very small time save, but it's a nice little time save nonetheless. Gotta save the frames wherever you can.
On va arriver au boss du monde 2. Boss du monde 2 cette fois-ci qui aura nécessité 19 Waddle-Dee. Si je ne m'abuse, mon cher Light, voilà.
Yes, we have 1 out of 3 there. As you see, the objective is right there instead of like it's shaking and popping up, saying like, "Hey, here's the thing you missed." So there we go. That should be enough for the it should be enough right here to unlock the second boss, Tropic Woods, aka Low and Lispy Woods.
Un boss qui va être familier pour,
yep, there we go. We are good. Oh, the way the wall D just bashed the wall in front of the boss every single time. It's very good.
C'est quelqu'un qu'on a déjà vu, c'est quelqu'un qu'on va un peu combattre à l'ancienne ou alors comment dire à la dure.
All right, so Tropic Woods done correctly. We're gonna keep Tornado through it while going through the fight itself powerless. It is a very hard fight because of that fact, especially in the second phase. Hopefully Qentiko can nail it. This is a very tricky fight. It is our first powerless boss fight. I think it might be our only one actually. It's for sure one of them, and it is a very hard one. That's all I know. Becca used to grind this run a lot more. This is a fight that I would practice like every single time before doing runs. It is really hard. So we're gonna get these giant coconuts to fall down, get a big star out of that. Rather a quad star out of it in particular. Just like that. Do a lot of damage with it. Just being a little careful there because he places Tornado a little bit too close to that one, it looks like. That's totally fine. But second phase, we're gonna go a little bit close to him. Place Tornado there, looks like. Okay. Get all these stars. That's gonna pop up there. Get those stars. You're gonna get a quad star from this formation right at the end. Okay, he's playing a little safely. That's totally fine. Yeah, he's playing second phase a little safely. I get that. This is a hard fight. And you really want to keep Tornado for this especially. It loses time to not be able to keep Tornado. Ooh, getting the coconuts out again. Okay. One more star should do, I think. Nope, 2 more. Is he gonna lose Tornado here? Alright, we're good. Okay, he's probably just gonna go for Tornado hit. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Second phase is taking a lot more safely. I don't blame him at all for that. If done correctly though, we're gonna get like a quad star out of one of the like root formations from Tropic Woods, and just do like a lot of damage immediately. No, Kirby, you missed the blueprint. Don't forget the blueprint. No. Elfin says that for like a couple boss fights after this, because you get a free blueprint after you beat a boss fight, giving you like an upgraded power, upgraded copy ability, and yeah, they're not for powers that we really need. None of them are. I think that one's for Noble Ranger, and like we haven't seen Ranger yet in this run. I think we do at one point. I could be wrong about that, but yeah. Ranger's one of my favorite powers in this game, but it's not one used in the run really. Except for the DLC run. Shout out to the DLC run. It is using that for one of the Wild Ds we need. It's pretty cool. Oh, actually, of note, by the way. So Qentiko is playing on the Switch 1 version. I can tell because of the frame rates. The Switch 2 version of this game, the upgrade itself runs at 60 FPS, and actually does affect some tricks in this run, which you won't see until World 4. But yeah, there's a big glitch used in this run with one of the powers. They see later on. He's missing a very easy objective. I hope he's routed around this. So there's a very easy objective in the first room there. We have to go to the very top of that like statue essentially. It gives you a free hidden wall D. It's very fast. I hope he has routed around not having that because oh no, there's a lot to say. That's one that like every runner gets normally in the routes. I'm hoping he has a plan for this one. Not get the right cycle there, unfortunately. That's a hard cycle to make, honestly.
deux plateformes.
Now we're going on top of this statue of 1D over here.
Commençant à utiliser
Allows us to get more height of tornado, which we don't lose as soon as we start it, so that's very good.
part d'un point en hauteur. Puis on utilise notre pouvoir pour garder cette hauteur sur une longue distance.
There's a lot of moving floors and other stuff in Wondaria. By the way, my favorite world in the game. I love Wondaria so much. And tornado is broken, so we can just go on top of that sign there and skip the water balloon Kirby puzzle right here. Doing so saves us a lot of time because water balloon Kirby takes a little bit to actually get going, and also takes a little bit to move around with it in general. And same with that, we just skip 2 water balloon sections. Cannot skip the third one right here, unfortunately. We do have to get it. There's no way around this one.
Coup de chantier, pourquoi pas, voiture, pourquoi pas. Ballon.
Need to unveil the water balloon. Need to unveil this right here to get up there. And this is the end of the level right there at that point.
Même pas besoin de jets, ouais.
Very cool. I do hope. I'm concerned about the fact that he's one wall down in the normal routes. But I guess hopefully he has a plan for that. I'm not sure what he was cooking in this case. I guess we'll find out together, Chad. Am I right?
So we'll find out together.
Hooray! All right, now we're now 3-2 here. Circuit Speedway. There are 2 car sections in this where you have to race to the end. There's a timer. So Chad, get your guesses in. What time is he gonna get here? For first one, it's usually around like 18, 19, 20 seconds or so, if done correctly. I guess like an 18.5. That's my guess. I might be a little off on that one actually. It's been a little bit since I've run this game, but yeah, get your guesses in here.
Très belle voiture. Et donc ouais, on aura deux courses hein, sur ce niveau, 2 circuits, avec à chaque fois des niveaux.
We'll take a few shortcuts here along the way, or a little like, I don't know shortcuts, but like some tight turns, some jumps over the mud everywhere onto the tires. Just save a little time here and there. Okay, I was way off on the time. 16.8, very good.
Wow, lower. Great job.
Mm-hmm. If you beat under 20 seconds like that, you're able to actually get a free wall D, which is nice. Very, very fast. Okay, I think it's just getting the hidden wall Ds up here. That's totally fine. That being said, though, I think that's part of the normal route, anyways. I think we actually normally skip the final wall D here for the last race. But we'll see what he's cooking for sure. We'll find out together, Chad. It's okay. Oh, he's getting this? This is a slow one. I guess he realized he forgot the first wall D in Wondaria. That being said, though, that's a death on purpose. So you're able to get this wall D a little faster instead of go back around again. Normally, you're supposed to get a bomb right there and roll it down that hill to hit that switch, but you can just do that instead. Actually, it's not too slow. So yeah, you do also get wall D for defeating this wild edge up here with Invincibility Candy. I guess it's not too slow, but that first wall D is really fast, and that's definitely out of the way just because of the load screens. So I don't know. Maybe it's marathon safe because that fight is a little tricky, but you know. He's doing a weird route for World 3. That's what I'm realizing here. I'm not sure what Qentiko is cooking here, but I don't know. There's a lot of fast wall Ds in World 3. Some of the ones he's gone so far are not really too fast at all, but one of them had to be a backup for sure for the first level. I can still find out what he's doing together. You have to get, if I recall correctly, 21 wall Ds by the end of this world in order to unlock the boss. So that's okay. We get a free one here too by just going through these shortcuts and not falling off of it. There's no worries there at all. I go around all the parade cars, and after that will be good. Yeah, 37.9. I think like fastest time there is like a 36 something. Maybe a little faster. It might be a 35 actually. I'm not sure. I forget what Lecker gets there. Yeah, free cage wall D, might as well get it, I guess.
n'avait pas parlé du fait
I think ultimately I should skip that one because there's just a lot of fastball abuse in World 3.
cherche un maximum à éviter des dégâts,
I don't know. I think I got every wall D in that level actually.
du jeu, du décor, que ça génère du lag. Et,
Did you get every single one? He did, yeah, there we go. He full cleared 3-2.
alors, sur une
Definitely was not expecting that in this run, that's to say at least, that's for sure.
run, ça-
50. Ouais, c'est ça. Hein.
Stand for drag glitch. Oh, he's going for a drag glitch. Oh baby, let's go.
Bah, au moment de briser les cartons, il y a eu des freeze frames. En l'occurrence,
That's something I can't explain well. That's okay.
on a des freeze frames de carton, soit on prend pas le cut et c'est moins rentable.
T'interromps parce que là on va.
For now though, we're going to my favorite level of the entire run. This is Invasion of the House of Horrors.
C'était une run chill jusqu'à maintenant. elle est-
It's a very silly level.
On va.
But for now, yeah, he's going for a drag glitch. He's gonna get... He's gonna do a thing.
Et c'est fait. First try. Non, faut l'applaudir.
I think it was misinputted there, but I could be wrong.
C'est masterclass.
Masterclass.
On a juste eu à quitter le niveau.
On a
Bref.
juste eu à quitter le
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so she's going there. Cool.
Mais c'est un storage.
C'est un storage. C'est un
Ça,
storage.
Alright.
on va pas mentir.
Et gardez ça de côté. Ça me servira pour plus tard.
We're going through essentially a big fun house. As such, there are very spooky things in here. Ah!
Ça va être très utile ce petit storage.
It's got great music. It's got some fun objectives in general. One he's not going for there, surprisingly enough. There's a food item on the right back there. If you get all 3 of them in this level, which are pretty fast, honestly, you can get a wall D out of it. I guess he's not getting that because of the last level we got everything. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna use light bulb Kirby in this section just for a little bit. Just kidding, baited you, haha. You don't need it at all. You can just completely skip it by using Tornado here. There are invisible walls everywhere though, so you gotta be careful of that. And the camera also goes along with you, so you can't just go over like big gaps or anything with Tornado in this section. You have to get some height with Tornado to get over the last part because you didn't light bulb for it normally. So we just go right up there and bam. And he's not getting the food items, so there we go. Just to completely bypass that, I guess, in this level.
Voilà, pour avoir la hauteur, c'est magnifique. On va avoir quelque chose d'un peu rigolo aussi. On va.
God, the colors of this level are amazing. They really popped off with just the design overall of Wandaria. I'll be real.
Section qui est, si je ne m'abuse, bientôt juste devant ici.
I guess just getting the one cake there so it doesn't pop up later.
Et en passant au-dessus, comme
Alright, we're good. So if we go on top of there and use Tornado, we actually skip these 2 right here, which normally you need the Vent Machine Kirby on the left there to be able to get past. But instead we can just not worry about that. And right there, where we did Tornado, he started on the ground and then was able to do another Tornado with full power after that. Normally a game allows you to do 1 Tornado and then like if you do a second one in midair. Oh, it's not even going for it. Okay. Normally it gives you 1 Tornado, then if you do a second one in midair, it's like a very weak Tornado, doesn't go very far. That's normally how it goes there, but if you start a Tornado on the ground, you're able to actually do a second full-powered Tornado anytime you want at that point in the air. It's very fast and good, and that's a big reason, on top of Tornado not losing height when you use it, why Tornado is so good in Forgotten Land. You're able to do stuff like that, and it's very fast and good.
Je dis déjà c'était, il reste un petit niveau. On va profiter de Wandaria tant qu'on y est. Et le monde 3, la facture s'alourdit. On va avoir besoin de 21 Waddle Dee au total. 21 Pikmin à envoyer sur la barrière pour débloquer le boss de fin du monde.
Alright, it's time for 3-4. There's some fast cycles you gotta make in this level, in the second room. Hopefully you can do that. Especially, it's very tight. You have to get past these parade cars right at the very start, and then a second set of it right at the very end of the second room. Hopefully you can do that. It'll be very good. Like as soon as the room loads in, they are immediately the cycle's already going essentially. Hopefully he did that correctly. Oh, nah, I didn't. That's fine. Barely not making it onto the step there. I think we would have had otherwise, but like I said, it's very hard. Thankfully, once you start Tornado, as long as you're in front of the parade cars, you can get pushed by them a little bit forward because you're invincible while hitting the parade cars at least with Tornado. But you don't want to go for that, of course. They kind of push you out of the way usually. Alright, in this next room, we have to not hit the mud, which is pretty easy with Tornado because you don't lose height with it, really.
m'a plutôt régalé, donc je l'ai déjà évoqué, mais sur Fritzong, ça se débrouille bien sûr.
If you don't hit the mud, we get a free Waldy of it.
Et la page Kirby est...
Is he getting the cage Waldy up here? Is that the plan? I don't think he is. He's getting a little low. Yeah. Can you get the poster though? Poster pretty fast. Nope.
Fais bien attention à ce niveau.
He's good at his Waldy count, I guess, because of 3-2. He's just going straight to the end here. No worries at all.
Bien sûr, récupération du nerf de la guerre des Waddle Dee. On fait attention à ça.
Ooh, got stopped by the camera just a little bit. Unfortunate. The camera is our greatest friend and our greatest foe in this game. The camera will sometimes push us forward whenever it like moves to catch up with us, and sometimes it'll just block us from doing movement in general. Like what happened right there. Unfortunate, but that's okay. And there's 3-4. We should have just enough now, I think. Hopefully, for the boss. Actually, no, it definitely does. Never mind, we're good. Okay, yeah. Because yeah, just 10 and 3-2, and then 3 guaranteed Waldies before, like, for the other 3 levels as well. Yeah, we're good. No worries. Also got a free one there too. Just for like not going to mud. We're good. 21.
De la prévention, mais on n'est pas non plus là uniquement pour ça, on est surtout là pour le speedrun.
Alright, now it's time for Clara Line. Another boss that's very important lore-wise for the game. Especially, mostly because of the post-game, but yeah. We'll see her actually, funnily enough, twice in this run. Once as a boss fight, and another time in 6-4 as like essentially a mini boss. Same with Goramondo and the World 5 boss as well, which we haven't gotten to yet, of course. But yeah. There's like a less powerful version of all 3 of them, strangely enough. Yeah, we're gonna use Tornado for this one. Just kidding, actually. We're gonna kind of juggle Tornado for this one, while we mostly powerless strats against Clara Line. We're going for a double swipe from her right here. It is luck what happens right here. If she does like a double swipe, we're able to get 2. We'll get a couple more stars out of it and just do that much damage. We're going for Tornado here. Nope, just going for another star here, hopefully. I thought we could maybe get the final hit with that, but getting a double star, get more damage on the Clara Line is actually a better strategy for sure. And for phase 2, she's gonna go up to the rafters right here and throw a bunch of these knives down at us. We're gonna suck them up as soon as right here. Gives us a nice little quad star, and then we're able to hit her with this, then do the same thing again with the large rest knives, and bam. Fight's over. And also Tornado is still here despite the fact that we not have at the very end of the fights. It'll still be here in the arena. As long as it's not like expiring or anything. It's over there, okay. Oh no, the blueprints! No! Kirby, you fool! I forget what that one actually is, but it's not useful. Oh yeah, we just skipped over those. We don't need them. And now everybody, we have the longest section between worlds in the entire run. We're gonna lock a lot of stuff after World 3, essentially. So this is a nice little bathroom break if anyone needs it real quickly. That's what this is right here.
Get hydrated, grab some snacks, get comfy. Yeah, do whatever you need to. Get that self-care.
Yeah, about a minute and a half or so until the run continues at this point.
Good to know.
Yeah. You always unlock stuff like this between worlds, but like this is the one where you get like the Coliseum, you get like the shop that gives you like health items if you need it, you get the post office right here. Bunch of different things like that, just unlock all at once. Oh yeah, Kirby's house too. Yeah, you get this house from like Kirby Superstar. It's awesome. Now you can work fast food if you really wanted to. You can serve people burgies. It's great.
C'est des choses que j'ai expérimentées. Voilà. On fait avec, ça fait partie du speedrun. Ici, ça reste raisonnable. On est sur quelque chose de l'ordre de 32 minutes.
Also, there's gacha. I forgot about that too. Yeah, you get 2 gacha machines here.
There's a gotcha in this?
There is, yeah. It's required for 100% of the game.
Wow, okay.
It's not too bad though, thankfully. Like every third roll you get in this, you get like a guaranteed new thing, new figurine at least. So it's not too bad, but the money does it. You do need a lot of money in general to be able to get everything.
Huh.
In the 100% speedrun, you get like there's like a fishing minigame we unlock later, and we actually use 2-player strategies for that to get like all the money we need for those. It's pretty cool.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm.
All right, I love this level too. It's got one of the best songs of the game, bar none. I'm gonna say that phrase a lot, but I truly believe in this one. This level is beautiful. So we're gonna have to get 4 statues here, but also we're gonna go down his back alley, gets a free, just get a free hidden walty. There's one for getting rid of 4 like a woofy snowman essentially, which is pretty fast throughout the entire level. They're not really out of the way usually. There's one in the corner there. We're just gonna forget. Oh no! Okay, we're not going for that one, I guess. Never mind. All right, well. Unfortunate. We're not going. I guess we're not going for that one at this point. It's not really out of the way, so I'm not sure what's happening with the route then. But I guess we'll find out together once again. But yeah, for now, you can at the very least make a lot of good cycles here of Tornado, because once again, you don't lose any height with it. Where are you going? You're going over.
Il a fait un grand détour sur la droite.
All right. That was tripping me up for a second. Okay, we're getting that cage vaulty there. That's when you normally get in the run. But now we're going up here to probably get enough height to get to the next platform, right? Yeah. All right. The 1 in 3-2. Which happened for retry glitch? Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the retry glitch stuff I'm not as familiar with in general. I know the general premise of it, but I don't know why it works. It's something that's very useful for World 5, because World 5 has a lot of very slow LDs, and retry glitch essentially gets us past. Makes it so we have to get a whole lot of them, which is nice. And that's where it's triggered, especially in World 5, but we have to set up for it before then. I'm not sure why it works, but yeah. For now, we're going back to this clock tower over here in the background, which is another hidden objective. And it takes us directly up here, which actually skips a little cutscene, which is pretty nice. There's like a platform that raises up, and you just go up to this section here when that happens. So saves us a little bit of time by doing that, anyways.
On va enchaîner avec le niveau 2. Niveau 2 intitulé Frisson dans le métro. Métro qui va pas être très bien.
Pas très bien. Pauvre échec qui essaie de devenir à l'event.
Ouais, hein,
je crois.
Ouais.
Alright, now we're going to 4-2. There are a few hidden objectives here we're going for. A couple of them, one easy one we're going to be going for especially is at the very start of it, you have to go on top of 2 different subways in the metro here. So we're going on top of one of them and going directly off it immediately afterwards. There's also an arena you have to go through too, which, if I recall correctly, we do it powerless, but we get hammered in the middle of it for a very important thing later on in this world. I mean, not sure if it's gonna get crash here for that same reason though. I guess we'll see in a second. Sounds like no. There's one up there too, but we're not going for it. Alright, yeah. So we're gonna do this like that. If you press B of tornado, you actually get like and if you have an enemy like on top, like inside your tornado, you'd like essentially just swing them around a bit. And yeah, we're getting hammered here, they can rivet immediately because we're gonna set up for a mix later on in this world. Oh, bad jump. That's okay. So the mix itself is. Mixing this game is determined by what powers you've already gotten, and we've not gotten hammer up until this point, but we need hammer for the mix itself in a 4-4 once we get there. You can't like mix for any powers in this game like you can in other Kirby games. You have to actually like have the power itself already like in your like mixed roulette, if you will. So all the powers we've gotten so far all factor into that essentially, which I guess includes. Okay, never mind. I thought for some reason we got sword at one point. No, we didn't get sword. I was thinking about the objective in the World 3 that we got. But yeah, okay, we're good. I think we've only gotten like fire, tornado, and I think we used something else at one point, but for sure it was 2. On top of hammer, of course. Yeah, so we're gonna go over here about onto the edge, and then use tornado to float all the way up to here. Which is not the intended way to do this, of course. It gives us a cage wall D and a hidden objective here in a second. A hidden wall D by going into this this little container here. So we go in and out, no problem, and bam. Little fun fact, right in the stage, you see an ice school just went down right there. A while ago, someone, like, I think over a year after the game came out, someone discovered there's actually a free, like, blue coin, which gives you 100 star coins. If you, like, get cone mouth Kirby in that same room and bring it all the way to the end, which involves a very, very, very tight jump you have to make. And it allows you to get a free blue coin right at the end, it's worth 100. Which by just, like, hitting, like pressing B with cone and like hit the ground just like Icicle would, because it looks kind of like the Icicle right there. That gives you a free blue coin for some reason. It's very odd. It's a very well kept secret because someone found it like a year after the game came out, I think. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, why would someone do this? But it's funny that it's here. The developers of this game have a very fun time with this game. It shows in a lot of aspects of it, to say the least. But yeah. We skip around a lot of these houses by just using tornado and its brokenness to do that. We're getting the cave here. If we go inside the cave a little bit, so we're able to actually... Oh, we got a little bounce right at the end. Unfortunate. We gotta try that again. But we get hidden wall D by doing this. We have to go a bit past the cave and then... Oh, I hit again. Okay, yeah. We have to go past the cave and press B and not hit the wall in order to be able to actually stop like that to get inside the cave itself. There's a hidden wall D right there. That was a little tricky. Our news ring mouth over here. Yeah, use it for a boat in a second. Oh, we're going for a final glitch. Okay, let's go. Yeah, you just kind of clip out with ring mouth there. Saves a small amount of time ultimately, I think. Just a funny little thing. So he's going for the 3 seafoods here. Makes sense. We just have to hop over this, get rid of our ring. Last one's over there. We start our our tornado on the spikes there, funnily enough, and then get hurt, which is nice. So we're able to, in the end, just get a full quick tornado across the spikes there and across the rest of the water, no problem. There's one pushing us forward throughout this entire last room. Of course, that speeds up our. Of course, it speeds up our tornado itself too. No problem there. Nice little wall D there. We're getting a hidden one right at the end by going inside a hole real quickly. Oh, we're getting height here. Okay. Ooh, okay, I see you. Just a little swag, I guess. But also we can use it for a little skip here. I forgot about the skip. Normally use what's it called? You use the sigil lift there to hit that switch, but you can just do that to hit instead. Because you just have the height you need anyways to hit the switch regardless, and they use tornado to get across the gap there. But now it's time for the biggest glitch in the run, and we set for it earlier by getting the hammer in 4-2. So here's what's gonna happen. Essentially, whenever you suck up a power in this game, doesn't matter what height you're at, as long as you're like facing towards it, you'll get that power. That'll be useful in a second, because we're gonna go very high into the air. He's what's called the hammer super jump. If you flow with Kirby for a few seconds, and then as soon as Kirby will start getting tired, and as soon as it starts getting tired, you press and hold B with hammer to hit the ground with it, and as soon as you hit the ground, you press A, and you fly. If done correctly, you fly very high into the air. It's very cool, and we'll skip out this whole level if we get correctly, but let's see if we can get the mix here. Yep, there we go. Got the mix first try. Now we're gonna go for the setup here. Hopefully we get the actual super jump itself. There we go. I think that was perfect right there. It's a very hard trick, by the way. I mean, all you have to get once, thankfully, here, which we did. Very nice. Impressive. Very, very good. What is he doing?
Caméra gauche. On se met dans le
Oh, I forgot you can do this. I forgot you could do this. Yeah, the camera's our friend, by the way. We love the camera in this game. I forgot you could do that. Nobody sees Tornado go across all the rooftops there, because essentially there's a hidden hard version of that stage by going on off to the left side, in the very first room before you get into the load zone for the bridge itself, and it allows you to fight like 2 bosses at once instead of like 1 boss in each arena like you normally would throughout that entire boss rush level. But yeah, so we just skip over the entirety of that by doing hammer super jump, getting Tornado like while you're very high up in the air, go on top of there, and then I guess he's in the camera push there to take you to the very end. It's like I've been saying, the camera is both our friend and our enemy in this game. When it's our friend, it is our best friend for sure. When it's our enemy, it's our mortal enemy sometimes. But usually it's our friend like that. Now it's time for King DDD. Got a little makeover in this game because this game has a whole like wild theme going on essentially. So we're gonna find him right here. He's essentially been brainwashed by the main villain of the game. We'll find that out later in the plot, of course, but that's kind of why he's finding us here. I love his design in this game a lot, though. He's very expressive because his eyeballs, especially, got a little like overwork, and like his whole face actually got a lot. We want to get like a quad star there. Optimally, we got a double, which is still nice. As long as we get stars to spit at him, that's okay. Yeah, we're once again juggling Tornado throughout this entire thing. Should get a quad right here, if I'm correctly. Got another double. Unfortunate. That happens. I'm trying to avoid that attack there because it's a little slow, but that's okay. I think sometimes it doesn't show for whatever reason. I think I was trying to go for the hammer there, which gives you a hidden wall D. I think I'm generally supposed to use a hammer here, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong. Again, been a little bit to run this one. But there we go. Even still, getting the pillar stars there is very fast and very good. So, good job. Yeah, I think hammers don't really use there at the end, but that's okay. Oh no, the blueprint! Get the blueprint! Come on! Don't you want better powers? Freaking Elflin. Someone just needs to like, honestly, make Elflin just be quiet for a bit. I don't know. Like, I wish she'd just go away. He's annoying about the blueprints. Like, oh, I hate it. Like, what the heck? Just the worst. Oh no! I mean, I'm sorry. My bad, Elflin. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, so Elflin gets captured right there. We're not gonna have Elflin until the end of the game now. They get captured, and we go straight to World 5. No mission of Wall Town or anything. Straight there. And now we're in the Wastes Where Life Began. Name this level. It's a very epic name for an otherwise kind of non-epic level. This level essentially has like 2 large streams to it. One at the very start here, then take a warp star and go to the second one. So we go over here, gets a little squishy. Gets a nice little hidden objective. Simple as that. And World 5 overall is now a whole lot of fast objectives, or fast qualities it gets. That's why the retry star glitch comes into play. We're going to do that in 5.2 if I recall correctly. I don't know the properties of why it works. I know Dark Rail is in chat. They can probably explain it for sure, but yeah, just essentially it gives us all the wild Ds in the level, and in World 5 that's especially very, very important. Because yeah, a lot of very slow in World 5. So being able to get all of them in one go while all still being very fast, very good to say at least. Now though, just a squish in that first level is pretty good. I guess because of retry star glitch, we're not getting the ring mouth hidden wall D there, or not hidden wall D, like cage wall D there. There's one we got in the rep previously by doing that, but I guess because the retry star glitch, we're not doing that anymore.
Bref, niveau 2 du monde 5, on va utiliser un élastique.
Same with unfortunately 2 other hidden objectives in this level that I liked a lot, because it actually puts sleep into the route, funnily enough. Sleep Kirby used to be optimal in the Kirby and Forgotten Land 8% routes, because if you fall asleep by the pool in this first room, you get a hidden wall D, along with there being a cage wall D in that pool section too, so it was fast to do that. But yeah, because of the retry star glitch, we just don't do that anymore, which is a shame, because that was one of my favorite like parts of the route before, but that's okay. He says saves all these in the game's memory, then avoids certain checkpoints so that doesn't update the memory, then taking a retry star recalls those Ds. There we go. And we're going to initiate that in this room here. There is a whole other section to this room that we normally don't access using in the previous route of it, but we can do it here by once again getting pushed by the camera forward. So we're going to initiate it right here. So we're going to go right over here around this wall. We still have Tornado on our side, thankfully. Hopefully this works. There we go, getting pushed by the camera. Gotta try again though, for sure. Hopefully it's the camera push a little faster this time. Looking good, looking good. Come on, come on, come on. I think we're good. Hopefully it doesn't get hexed by anything here. There you go, using Tornado. We still had that from earlier. And it should be good. And there you go, second try on that one. The retry star, we go ahead and retry there, despite not initiating that area entirely, and just go straight back to here. And now, that should give us all the wall Ds in the level here. Which, once again, very, very good for World 5 especially. World 5 has so many slow ones. In the previous route, we actually got 2 of them in this level, which are the 2 slowest ones to get previously in the routes. It took us like 40 seconds to get like 2 wall Ds here. But they were fast because there's nothing else we could have really gotten that was faster in World 5. Just those 2 giant frogs of the poison crocums, we would destroy them, and then there's like a hidden wall, there's like a cage wall deer behind the second one that we destroy. But in order to actually get the wire there, it took a little bit, and there was cutscenes that happened, and it took a while. But with the retry star glitch, we skip all of that, and a bunch of other slow ones too, so there we go. Very nice. Definitely, and as you see there, we have 10 out of 11 wall Ds, despite doing like none of the objectives in that level, pretty much.
C'est quelque chose qui sauve beaucoup de temps et qui est, j'allais dire, relativement accessible. Le trick est un peu dur, le caméra push est un peu dur.
There we go. Unsure if we're going to do the ice cream now in this level, but I guess we'll see. There was 1 hidden wall D in this level that was fast. That was to get 3 ice creams all throughout the level. Pretty sure we're going to do it here because it's not really out of the way for the most part, except for maybe one of them. This is the Lava Mall staff side. Remember Lava Mall back in World 1? Yeah, that's what this is. Getting Cone Mouth Kirby. Okay, getting Cone Bee here. Any Cone Bee fans in the chats? I was right now, we just get Cone Bee. I forgot. I guess it's been a little bit since I actually run 8% for this game. I've been playing this level a little bit. I forgot to actually require there for a second. Alright, chat. Whenever I got to this part of like my attempts at this game in the past, I always ask chat, it's a very important question. Because of the hidden objective in this level, we have to do this. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? My personal favorite is chocolate chip cookie dough. Love me some chocolate chip cookie dough. So delicious. Anything like chocolate chip or like cookie dough related, like, oh, sign me up, you know? Mint chocolate chip, also a classic. I love it. Alright, get the last ice cream right there, and we'll just skip this little cycle by doing that. And we're good. Very vanilla person? I love vanilla as well, don't you worry. I'm not a big chocolate person when it comes to just my ice cream myself. I'll eat it, but you know, I'm not big on chocolate ice cream in general. Not really my thing. That's okay.
Et c'est le niveau 3.
Anything vanilla though, I'm all over that too. Don't you worry. I also think birthday cake ice cream is underrated. Birthday cake is pretty good ice cream flavor too.
De façon avancée dans la nuit, voilà, au clair de lune.
As sweet and delicious as, well, a birthday party, I guess.
On va récupérer quand même relativement tous les Waddle Dee qui nous manquent.
Right, on to 5-4. Halfway through the level, 5-4 has one of the best songs in the game. A phrase I've said a few times now, and I'll keep saying it because this game has an amazing soundtrack and it's just amazing overall. Please play Forgotten Land. If you like Kirby in capacity, you will love this game. Trust me, it's the best one. As someone who's played like the entire series, I love this game so much. Alright, we're going for the hidden objective of getting all the posters. They're pretty fast to get here, so that makes sense. In general, of all the levels in World 5, 5 previously had some of the fastest wall Ds to get. It's been unfortunate that Recharge Strike actually happens at that level because there were a lot of fast wall Ds there previously anyways. But 5-4 is the other one where like there's a bunch of fast wall Ds it gets. So we're probably getting most of them here, if not all of them as well. Guess what? It's been the route forever. You're supposed to use, of course, the light bulb Kirby in this section. We can just skip that. Yeah, we keep give it to us, of course, but we don't need to do that. Yep. Tornado right there. Not getting the light bulb in that section too to get another cage wall D. That makes sense. I assume it's one that we skipped because of the retry star glitch. But yeah, the third poster is like on the way to where we need to be anyways, and there's a cage wall D just sitting right here, so might as well get that too. We're getting rid of Tornado. Ooh. Actually makes sense. We did it anyways here. I forgot. Fire is really good for the World 5 boss especially, so we used Tornado for a while in this run, but now we're say hello to Fire once again. Our old friend from Worlds 1 and 2. Can we get the instant suck? Ah, I just barely missed it. If you go right underneath the arch directly, you actually get like an instant suck of arch mouth instead of it taking like 1 or 2 seconds like that right there. But for now we got arch mouth section. Arch mouth, once again, just the auto scroller power. That's what we're gonna call it for now. That's essentially what it is. You can speed up a little bit by bouncing off of objects and spinning immediately afterwards. For that reason, it like sends you forward slightly. It's a little odd. But yeah, that's about it. Now we're kind of just chilling.
Le prochain boss fight va être peu généreux en étoiles fournies par ses attaques. Donc on prend l'alternative, on prend le pouvoir de feu.
There's one more hidden objective right in this level that we're gonna get. that was a little funny because unfortunately, also there's a cage here too. I forgot about that, but yeah, the game taunts you if you don't get this one because it'll be like it'll show you right at the end. It'll be like, go to the 3 cactus triplets or something like greet the 3 cactus triplets or something like that, and like you'll see it in the background as soon as you get the cage wall D. It's really funny. Look at them, they're right there. So as soon as the message pops up, you'll be like, ah, no, I missed the cactus triplets, they're right there. Ah, frick. It's very good.
Est-ce qu'on va retrouver notre ami? Est-ce qu'on va retrouver notre ami Capi?
J'espère quand même. C'est quand même sympa qu'ils disent
voilà.
Hey, t'as loupé un plan.
Ça nous embêtait un peu, mais il était cool.
Ouais. Il est quand même gentil.
Alright, we've just enough for the world type boss, so we're good. If you haven't noticed, the pattern for a lot of these worlds is just like just adding 2 wall Ds on top of the previous world's total. For the final world, we actually get 30 wall Ds for the final boss.
J'ai peur. On est dans Five Nights at Freddy's.
So there's a little more on top of it.
C'est à nouveau des choses hors sujet.
But yeah, so we're gonna fight the boss called Silly Dillo. Silly Dillo unfortunately does not have a whole lot of powers that are much faster other than just fire here. Plus you need fire for next level anyways. So we're gonna just keep fire for the entirety of this fight. Powers we get before Silly Dillo aren't super good for him either. In terms of going fast at least, so fire it is. Fire is good for combat and also for movements. Good for a nice world too, on top of that. because of that. So it's just fire time. Volcano fire, of course, do more damage than a regular fire. There's a hidden objective here, but for destroying the 3 Kirby statues very start of the fights, or like puppets or whatever I'll call it. But yeah, he's a very silly guy. Look at him, he's so silly. Very silly guy. What a silly head. We're gonna block him. We're just gonna block a Kirby to make sure we don't get hit by him. Really? Are we going for a? Ooh, okay. All right. I see you there. I see you. All right, in phase 3, he's gonna have his little friend. He's gonna move his little friend around with him, just dance with him. What path they actually take depends on where you are at the very start of the attack that he does. So if done correctly, he'll just go like up and down vertically entirely, and that's it. While you'll just like hurt him with fire the whole time. Fire has the last, and like there's a sweet spot right in front of him too. So long as fire doing damage, you also have the lasting effect of burning on top of Silly Dale, which does damage too on top of everything else. And there's the fight. So I mentioned Chakram Car used to be like a theorized route early on. Instead of getting Volcano Fire for free, you get Chakram Car for free. So Chakram Car is actually theorized to be faster for this fight, which it is in the end. But it did not save enough time to really justify using it for the rest of the run, because Volcano Fire is useful for so many other things on top of just this fight here. Because while it's not a super fast fight, we have to have a fast power into World 6, and Silly Dale unfortunately does not give us enough stars to be able to just go powerless against him and have it still be fast. So fire it is. For now, though, we have our final Wall E Town pop up here, so we go back to Wall E Town and we'll get more gacha. We can gamble more. And then we're on to World 6. I think meantime we get some water real quickly, so hold on one sec.
Ça se passe sans accro majeur cette histoire. On a directement un 3ème distributeur qui est débloqué. Et on s'en fiche, hein, relativement. Le passage ici par le village Waddle était obligatoire.
Alright, I'm back.
Quelque chose qu'on peut pas skipper non plus, c'est le monde directement, l'entrée dans le repère rougeoyant peut-être.
Alright, here we are, the final world. Technically World 7's like the last 3 bosses, but the final world of levels, yeah. We're in World 6. First objective here is to get rid of these. Oh, missed it actually. You have to get rid of the like wild woofies on top of these perches here. There are 2 of them in this room here, so pretty fast to get overall. Second one's it's right there, of course. Second one's also like just kind of right here along our path, so not too bad at all.
Surtout en étant un volcan, on est en pur RP monde de lave. Et c'est complètement le pouvoir le plus utile ici.
I've been talking a lot. I need to yap a little less. I'm realizing this right now. Gotta take a breather for a sec. In the meantime, though, we're gonna make a fast cycle here by just moving optimally, so we don't get slowed down by any of this. So we can kind of skip the last one a little bit by jumping on top of a rock to increase our max height, so we can just float up to the second like platform there. We're gonna avoid a lot of these different enemies here, along with some falling rocks like that.
Normalement, on doit attendre que des plateformes se libèrent grâce à des météorites.
Let's just move until the end. We get a little cutscene after this buffalo horn here. Oh, okay. Float up, Qentiko, float up. All right, cool. That's funny how I triggered the cutscene still from the side. Hey. Oh, barely got hit by it. Oh, I was actually fine he gets that, because I think he do the mix throughout the rest of the run, but yeah. Unfortunately got the sword knight there.
J'adore les volcans, ça me fait beaucoup rire. C'est la fin du niveau 1, on a bien fait gaffe à perdre le pouvoir.
Yeah, 6-1's a very fast level. 6-2 has some very fun objectives too, you wouldn't normally expect. But they're pretty cool.
C'est des mondes qui font peur. Et aussi, vous avez dit que c'était plus étoffé le monde 6, bah... La preuve par les nombres. Hein,
6-2 has kind of like a tower you just rotate around, climbing it the whole time. It's very start of it. There are cycles you have to make there, especially to go fast, so hopefully you can do that totally fine and quickly.
On se retrouve avec 5 niveaux classiques au lieu de 4 pour récupérer ce nombre de Waddle Tree.
There's also the hidden objective as well to get just the food items here. I think it has something to do with meats in particular, but like it's just, we're getting 2 food items a little bit out of the way just because he gets the hidden wall-D. Those giant snakes called snackers have a giant grab box whenever they try and like eat you like that. It's very easy to actually get eaten by them, and you have to like mash out of them to get this. They're great. We're getting a crash here, and then okay, good. I was afraid the fire would get destroyed, but we get a crash here in order to defeat Wild Frosty. If we do that, we're able to get a nice little hidden wall-D out of it, and then we go over here and get our fire back because our height when we get a power like this does not matter. If it's like below us, as long as you're facing the power itself, we still get the power from like way high up like that. However, if we go too far forward in that fight, the power does despawn. So make sure not past like the halfway points in the room essentially. If we do that, we are able to not despawn fire, and that went well. Alright, they're going for the swag strats of it's not faster, we can like there's like a boat at the end of this next room here. And you can like use fire to get to it if you're cool. I did that in my G Hero in this game a couple years ago because I think Bomb Happy at the time told me to do that. Another run of this game. I was like, you know what? I'm a man of the people. I'll do it. No boat skip though. That's totally okay. It's not optimal. It's in the same time, but it looks cool at least. Yeah, you just ring mouth there on top of the boat to really get to the just the end of the level. Shrimple is that. But then 6-3 we're gonna get a lot more objectives. The first 2 levels don't have a whole lot of them, but the ones we do get are pretty fast. Like for instance, killing Frosty in one you go of Crash is very fast, and we also keep like fire along with it. So obviously, yeah, that's fast one. But like the rest of them in that level aren't too quick. Same with like 6-1. The ones we don't get in 6-1, not too fast. But 6-3 though, it's where things start to ramp up. Same as 6-4 and 6-5. On top of that, if done correctly, if we have enough wall-Ds after 6-3, actually going back to the wall-D town and getting some upgrades, which we use for the rest of the run. I'll talk about that once it's done this level, because I have a funny story to tell about that for sure. For now, we gotta go to 6-3. I will say, fun fact, you can go back into this load zone if you wanted to. There is a... So if you go into, like the surveillance room, I guess, at very end of this level, this room rather, and go all the way back to that load zone, you actually get one of the HAL rooms in the game, funnily enough. And for a reason, you get the bomb block from up top right there, which gives us a nice little cage wall-D. They're going to the left, you get to that surveillance room over here. You go in and out just like that. Just need the camera to go in there, and that gives us another hidden wall-D. Should be a fast load too on top of that. Very nice. 2 quick wall-Ds right there. No big deal at all. Now we're going against the conveyor belt here. I think we're getting the coffees, looks like. Yeah, we are. Oh, good call, actually, getting away from that. That was a little scary. Third coffee's at the end of this room here. Pretty quick to get in general. Just gotta be sure not to forget. Actually, it's right here. It's the beginning. I forgot. I thought it was like right before the final drop. I was totally off. Again, it's been a little bit since I run this, but that's okay. The spear is there, but the knowledge is lacking. But I still got a lot of knowledge. I'm like 95% knowledge on the current route of this run, I'd say. That's better than 0. Yeah, we're gonna just damage boost through this because it doesn't matter. You don't lose your power on lava and get damaged by lava, funnily enough. So you can just kind of do that and not lose hammer at all. Aren't amber fire at all? Oh my god, what am I doing here? Yeah, easy wall D right at the end. When you cone mouth, you get through the hole in the wall section there. We don't really need it actually, but we need it just for that cage wall D at the end because it's pretty fast to get.
Ouais, je te jure,
And there we go.
C'est une catastrophe. Mais ce qui est moins insupportable, c'est ce dont on a.
Now I'm gonna. We're going back to the wall D town now before going to 6-4. Like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna get some speed boosts and attack boosts. I think if I recall correctly, we get 3 speed boosts and then either 1 or 2 attack boosts. I think we get 1 just for this level, and then like you save another one for the very end. That's gonna happen here.
Ouais, non, mais vraiment.
I was gonna use the restroom at this point in the run, but our host is not back yet currently. That's okay. No big deal. I'll hold it. It's another 20 minutes. What's that, you know? It's all good though. So what we're gonna do is just go straight over here. You can only buy them individually, so it takes a little bit to do this. Oh, okay. So we have 600. We have 600 coins right now. So in this case, looking like 2 speed boosts and 2 attack boosts. Maybe 3 speed, 1 attack. We'll see, I guess. But depends on what Qentiko's doing in 6-4. Don't know if Qentiko's gonna go for the. I don't know if Qentiko's doing the big skips in 6-4. If he's not, he does need the attack boost. Or if he's not doing that, he's using the attack boost. But if he, okay, he is getting 2 of them. There we go. He definitely needs 1 right now in that case. I should be saying, you only skip like Gore or Mondo if done correctly. You do need actually fight Qualler Line and Silly Dillo as well. Yeah, no, you do need that one there. Yeah. I just forgot if like you need 3 or 2, I guess, for the speed boost. I guess you only need 2. But yeah, so the speed boosts themselves, they only essentially like the invisibility cannon we saw earlier in the run. They only speed up your regular movements. They don't speed up like your fire dashes or anything, or your tornadoes if you use them. So yeah. You can do a lot of like slides on the ground a lot more, and then like a fire dash in between them. Go into here, go to the very end of this room, we get a nice little hidden wall D. And also crash. So we're not doing the Gormano skip then. Oh, and also getting this figurine, cool. That's a very easy one to hit. I've done that before myself in PB Pace. Yeah, crashes instantly destroys Goramondo or Gori Colossi. Very good. With a power boost, it destroys them. If you don't have the attack boost there, I think it doesn't leave them at 0 health, leaves them a little bit before it. But now we got our good old friend Kirby once again. Give me some shaft drifts in the chat if you're sub to me. I'll do it too. I'm so down. Ba-bam. With a speed boost, Kirby is faster. So you can actually do this right here. Just turn around. Oh, I missed it this time. You just turn around and just skip that little loop around with a nice little jump across the way. There's a free cage wall D right at the end, so very easy to get. No reason not to get that one really. And now here's something cool. So we're actually gonna do drill strats here. So drill's a new power to Forgotten Land. It's like a giant drill on Kirby's head. If you drill into the ground with it and form like a shape with your drill, like a full shape, it does a big earthquake attack. And if you do it correctly against Silly Dillo here, Silly Dillo should just die in 1 earthquake. We'll see if we get all the hitboxes though. There's like 3 hitboxes that come out. Yeah, we got it. There we go. Very nice fight there. Sometimes like the 3rd hitbox doesn't hit Silly Dillo. It's a little bit annoying, but nothing to worry about that time. We're good. Free cage wall D on the right there. Also get 1 for free by defeating Silly Dillo quickly, which is very nice too. Now it's time for Pipe Mouth, which we've not seen up until this part. We've not seen it all before this because we kind of skipped the previous Pipe Mouth sections in the run. This one unfortunately is required though. But you do get a nice cage wall D right at the end though. That's at least good. There's one more hidden objective Waldy to get.
qui fait des dégâts
That we're gonna get at least. I mean,
et qui
that's right. That's during the color line fight right here. So for color line, what we need to do is not take damage on those fights,
fait un boss
which is not too bad, actually. Funnily enough,
j'avais pas vu comment ça marchait
we have a set for this.
très vite hein.
We have a plan.
Il y a une autre façon
She'll never hit us. We're just moving here.
T'as dit une viens voir
And we just pick that up there, no problem. And then bam, got the way. Bam, got it again. Simple as that.
Bah, c'est-
Just like how we ended her boss fight with her in World 3, we just do the same thing again. Get quad star with the knives, get another quad star with the knives right at the end. And we're good. Damn, just color line.
Nous, le pouvoir de la foreuse, le verra.
Now here's our here's roller coaster mouth Kirby. He's very silly. I love how as he moves with roller coaster mouth, like the arms on the side kind of do like a circular motion. It's very silly, but it's another auto scroller power, just like Archmouth is.
C'est un auto-scroller, hein, simplement.
Just how it is.
Scroller, on n'a pas
I think we do get some.
moyen d'aller-
If we wanted to get a cage wall D, we can right at the end of this section by hitting all these switches here. The thing is part of the route because we are in switches here, of course.
Non, on peut faire focus là en backup.
Yeah, even slow. The arms even slow down while you're going uphill like this. It's really good.
Voilà, au cas où,
I love this game.
on aura besoin plus tard. Parce que là, on est vraiment dans les...
It's the little things, you know. It's always the little things in Kirby.
Et donc, on a beaucoup moins de marge.
I guess I love especially how like Waddle Dees and like a Woofies and stuff are always set up in like certain positions where they shouldn't be, you know.
Pour la séquence narrative.
And in the Forgotten Land DLC, there's like in a Woofie, just like a receptionist desk inside the mall, just sitting there until you like come close to it. It's like, why are you there? You're so silly. You shouldn't be there. You don't even know how to use a computer. You can't even write. But it's funny though. They do stuff like that all the time in levels. It's little things. Oh, we got the like the wooden peg. You can hit with hammer there. That's the trophy we got, I guess, or that figurine we got.
pas perdre beaucoup de temps. On
I forgot that one's just completely random.
passe vraiment très bien.
In the DLC, the first figurine you get is always the spring mouth Kirby one. That's new to the DLC. I forgot that the first figurine you get is actually completely random too. On top of that, very cool.
Des trucs rigolos, notamment un combat final.
All right, final level in the run. Then we have 3 boss fights after that, which are gonna take a little bit even still.
Ça va se taper, hein, ça va se
This
taper.
final level, of course, is the longest level in the run.
Si, ça va être le dernier niveau.
Naturally, is, you know,
La-
right at the end.
on aura une structure un peu plus-
You get a lot of hidden objectives here, including one right at start. It's pretty fast.
Il a bien introduit. Il a bien
All we gotta do for that is make sure we can defeat all the enemies right at the start. As simple as that.
Seulement la manette, mais
Pas
c'est casse
seulement
mal,
la
franchement.
manette.
If we do that, we save a lot of time
Ouais, ouais,
and get a nice little wall D.
pourquoi sommes-nous là finalement
Ouais.
There's only 5 of them anyways. Gotta make sure you hit the right ones with the stars. Or there's actually 6 of them, I can't count.
Speedrun. Et on récupère.
But we destroy 5 of them, get that last, and suck up the Mookie there for a nice little hammer. That's what it was, I forgot. I was half right. So yeah, so we're gonna do a bunch of hammer super jumps in this level. Remember that trick from 4-4? We're gonna do that, but again. That's the idea. We're gonna start our first one right over here. Right past this this Foley, right past that little bunny there. So get up here with this, and whoop. Did not get the optimal one, so we actually have to do that again. I guess right on top of this section, which skips that entire section inside that doorway. Saved us a lot of time to say the least. Normally you have to go through that entire room and go back out the same exit again, you know, lower that whole section and then go over to where we are currently. Same this next part here. I should do another hammer super jump in a second.
Totalement. On limite cette phase où
We're gonna start right here, hopefully avoid the Bernard trying to shoot us. We'll avoid the snowman there, and we're good. Unlike the skip in 4-4. Oh, he's going for the second one. Okay, we're going for the double skip here. That's right. I forgot this one takes 2 of them. You have to get a good one here. Skip the invisible wall. That looked perfect. We can go around the invisible wall here. Okay, he's going over here and then around, I think. Is that gonna work? No, it didn't work. Okay, we'll try it again. That's fine. It's a little bit annoying failing these for a while because we lose out on more speed boosts by failing these. By failing this, unfortunately. So normally you're supposed to actually lower this, and in doing so
Là-dessus, donc on peut complètement...
you're able to just skip this section entirely and go straight to Archmouth after this.
Exactement. Là, il a essayé de toucher le sol pour récupérer sa capacité de coup de marteau.
Hopefully we can get it here.
Et malheureusement, on était...
Oh, yeah, gotta try again.
On va réessayer en légende.
On a noté qu'avec les super hammer jump,
Come on, Qentiko, you got this.
ça va, on est à l'abri de toute.
This last one's tricky. You have to get the perfect heights with this, if I recall correctly, get over that invisible wall there to get around that metal fence, then get right over here. There we go. Now, the camera cooperated that time. There's the skip. That skips the second like boat room here. That's boat room skip 2. Did boat room skip 1 earlier with hammer. And now we're good. Gotta make sure to fly up a little bit here, otherwise we go into that wall there. I've done that before. It's the worst. Now I got another Archmouth section. After this, we have one more bit of movement. And it is a very important bit of movement, because if you fall into the lava right at the end of the level, you lose 1 Wall D. And in the final level, if you lose 1 Wall D, that's really bad. You do not want to lose the final Wall D of the run. Trust me on that one. It's not good. Yeah, we're gonna hit all these fans here in order to unlock another cage Wall D. Just right there. This is not spawn unless we hit those. Now it's in our way normally, so no reason not to get it, you know. But we got ways for killing in the back here while going over his path. We still, of course, have speed boost, so we're chilling right now. I think we still have enough to be able to do it at the very least. Drill on Forgo Deity, the boss of World 6. We should be good on that, I think, still. Not sure about... Yeah, I think Drill Fliss is dead, unfortunately, using Drill on the final boss. But yeah, falling to here is the worst. You avoid all the enemies spawning right there, and you have to also avoid falling down right here as well, like on top of this pillar. You have to wait for it to move a little bit, and then you jump. And now we're good. Okay, we're good. We have successfully not fallen into the lava. You not pull a Shasta in HGQ or SGQ 2022. The first time I've ever done that, by the way. It was, of course, in the biggest showing of this game ever. But whatever, it's fine. But yeah. And there we go. That's every level in the 8% run of Forgotten Land. Now we got the final boss of, I got the boss of World 6, then the 3 final bosses of the game. Then we are good for that. I would say all the hard stuff out of the way. However, there's still one more skip we gotta do, and that's in a boss fight. It's not in this one, but in the next one. It's one of the most infamous skips in this run because it's right at the end of it, and it's frame perfect. So, fun! I hope Qentiko gets the first try there. That'd be awesome. That'd be really hype, honestly. But for now, though, we have to get through Forgo Deity. King Deity, like I mentioned earlier, brainwashed by the final boss of the game. They've essentially brainwashed a lot of people in general that left in the Forgotten Land. Wow. And like go into the lore bit of this game, like a lot of the people who lived in this land previously have like went into space and fled it because of the imminent threat here of this final boss. So this is quite literally the Forgotten Land. And yeah, of course we were thrown into it because of this final boss. And now we're gonna fight King Deity once again, who was brainwashed by them. And that was very nice. So we use a power boost and drill and draw a certain shape there, kind of like the state of Indiana, in a way. They're gonna draw a nice little cylinder here. If done correctly. Oh, he messed it up. Oh no, that's okay. He's gotta do a backup then. Hopefully, he gets this. Oh, I missed all the hits. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad, actually. Might not have enough power boost for the end of this fight, actually, or for the final boss. And that's really bad, actually. Hopefully, nope. Okay, come on, right here. Okay, it still lasted. Good. Okay, we're down some attack boost. That's not good. But yeah, that fight can be tricky. He nailed the first phase at least. The second phase is the tricky one because they gotta be at just the perfect spot when they're circling around like that. And they were, but we did not get the full drill. That's okay though. So now we have the final boss gauntlet essentially. We have Leon Gar first, who we're gonna skip. So Leon skip uses a hammer super jump, and there's like in some parts of the roof there's little holes. We're gonna and the second phase of the boss, Fecto Forgo, essentially is loaded in below the level itself. So we can just go through one of those holes of a hammer super jump and go right to Fecto Forgo. Hopefully we can get it first try. It is very annoying if we don't get it first try because we have to deal with the boss afterwards while still trying to go for the hammer super jump, but let's see if he gets this. Yeah, right about here. Yeah. Is that it? I think that's it. There we go. You have to get the frame perfect version of that, where you get the maximum amount of height you can possibly get. And that's it right there. Now go into the loading zone right up here. Is a little doorway. Nice. Very, very good. That's a really hard skip to say the least. It sucks to fail that one. And now here's Fecto Forgo. Yeah, so the being that was brainwashed everybody broke out of their cage, and this is what they looked like. They weren't fully formed or anything. It's very scary to say the least. You can see like different enemies like throughout the game, like the snackers and the knockout owls just formed inside of them as a big pile of mush. That being said, though, as soon as you see them right here, they can get their vessel and able to get a form. And vessel in this case being Elflin right there. Elflin gets absorbed by them, and then we get the final boss of the game, which is Fecto Elfilis. And Fecto Elfilis is a very scary fight. Are we going for the ice strat though, or are we going for drill again? I don't think we're going for drill again. Yeah, we're going for ice. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Drillfless would be the optimal way to do his fights. That's what we call it. We don't have an attack boost. I think we don't have attack boost for the second phase of it, so best just use ice to be safe here at this point. That's what I say. So ice, like earlier, we hold shield and press B to cancel the shield, which along with the ice breath we get from canceling the shield, does twice as much damage as we normally would be able to, and freezes them twice as fast, which freezing enemies with ice does a lot more damage on top of everything. How we're gonna drop ice right here and do this. That is optimal there. We get a nice little quad star and a couple other like stars on top of that too. It's really good. Now we're supposed to be able to freeze them though, so that's a little mistake, but that's okay. Very easy to make that on this fight. It's a very hard fight. Barely not getting enough damage to be able to get to the next phase. Almost there. Maybe we can get the unfreeze. Nice. He's waiting there to get the unfreeze damage, which does a lot more into the next phase. Very good. No, yeah, this was a concern here more than anything else. So this attack takes like 20 seconds or so. So and plus there's another attack after this takes a little longer too on top of that. So we're not gonna have enough attack boost for the second phase itself. That was the concern, and that's why I took ice in the end instead of drill. You might get one hit in time here, maybe. No, we're not. Never mind. Oh, yeah, she swallowed the star in accident. That's funny. I think it's trying to get the ice back right there. All right, so they split into 3 here, and I guess we're not even using ice for this last one. Okay, they do spawn stars when you hit them with it, so that makes sense. Just get some quad stars out of it. Yeah, which one is real is depends on the shadow. If you see the shadow there, okay, there we go. We're good. Yeah, there's a shadow on the ground for when it's in the 3. That's how you tell. Yeah, there we go. That's Fecto Elfilis. We're gonna free Elflin now, and then we gotta chase them down at that point. And how we chase them down? How do we do it? Truck. Truck. That's how. we get final mouth mode of the main story here. That's Truck Kirby. We use a giant freaking 18-wheeler to go take down the final boss of the game. We go chase them down. and take him out by ramming this giant truck into them. That's how we beat the final boss of this game. This game is freaking awesome. I love video games so much. So for his end section, we just have to avoid hitting stuff a lot of time. That slows us down ever so slightly. That's how we save time here more than anything else. There's not much else to ever save time at all in this last section. This is the home stretch. At this point, essentially, your PB is confirmed. As if you're ahead of your PB by this point. As long as you don't fall off a side somewhere, which is very easy not to do. Or you don't like mash too slowly on the final boss. It should be PB confirmed. Not in case of this run in particular, but in the attempts of this game, that's PB confirmed by his points once you get into the truck section. And you're like ahead of your PB. But here we go. Right at the end, we got a mash. We got a rotator stick. We got a mash. Then we're going to do both at the same time. And then time is called not long after that as well.
Il est souvent amené à affronter des enfants du mal, divinités vraiment très imposants. Alors que c'est un chewing-gum. C'est littéralement un chewing-gum. Qui
Mash le bouton Y apparemment sur chewing-gum.
You press a jump button there. I guess Qentiko uses Y and B for this one. You can remap your controls on the Switch version on the Switch. So like we should do that for in particular mapping, like getting rid of our powers instantly. Funnily enough, map that for one of our face buttons instead of the minus button. That is legal to do. Every runner does it. We're gonna final match right here. Then time is as soon as the truck goes right through Effect Elphalus. And ba-bam.
Ok, et le time, c'est très bientôt, on va vous dire.
Oh, looks like 144 just barely? Yep, 144 just barely. 144.59. That's what I saw. GG's. Nice run. This is a hard run to do in a marathon just because of some of the tricks in it being so like volatile. I'm glad I got the 4-4 Blizzard Bridge skip first try. That's the hardest one to run in my opinion. One of the hardest at least. I'm glad, and like he struggled a little bit with that second skip in 6-5. I don't blame him. That's a hard one. Yeah, we try Star Glitch for like second try though. It's also really good. Like he did well. Good job. GG's to Qentiko for sure. GG's all around. Get some GG's in the chat, please. That's a good run.
Elle est sympa, elle est chill et puis il y a quand même des glitches vraiment visuels. Voilà.
Des choses qu'on aime voir.
I'm glad I got to show off retry Star Glitch in the marathon too. That's always cool. I wasn't sure if he'd be doing the optimal route here with this, but that's what he did in the end. That's awesome. Because when I checked his Speedrun.com profile a couple of years ago, it wasn't. I don't think it was updated entirely because like his last PB was from 2 years ago. Maybe it's didn't PB with all the new stuff. But yeah. At least according to Speedrun.com, his PB is a 143.20. Might be faster now considering he's doing all the updated strats and stuff that wasn't available 2 years ago, but I don't know. Hard to say, really, I guess. Yeah, there we go. That's the run. Hope you all enjoyed that one.